In all seriousness though, I am glad to be back. Being around friends it's just really nice. They always have my back, even when they're being idiots, mainly referring to Jamie and Sirius. They make sure I'm alright. They take care of me. Although, usually I'm the one taking care of them. I mean, when Jamie has a cold, she always raids my stash of medicine, not to mention begs me for cookies. And no, Jamie, I still don't believe that my cookies are magical healing pastries for the soul. I don't know how you came up with that, but just no. Actually, I think this is a pretty good time to address Luke's prompt because, surprise, I'm actually pretty good at cooking and baking. Like, really good. My mom taught me some stuff, but mostly I was little and bored and always in the kitchen, so I just read all the cookbooks that she never touched. Then, when I truly embraced my nerdiness, I started experimenting a little with homeopathic remedies, which is really just a fancy way of saying home remedies for common ailments. Man, both of those still sound pretentious. I didn't distribute them or anything immediately, but eventually word got around, I think because of Sev, and suddenly people at high school were asking me for anti-acne solutions and stuff to make their hair shinier. Yes, most of them were girls looking for beauty products, but some athletes approached me about performance enhancers. I said no, of course. Actually, one time, the stud quarterback asked me for some alternative steroids. Not kidding. Alternative steroids. I was like... And then I said, sure, practice more, you asshole. Sorry about the tangent. My most empowering moment was not calling a stud football player an asshole, although that was empowering. The point was that discovering that I could cook and bake and create things all on my own was amazing. Then when I started helping people with it, it felt really good. Maybe it's because I like taking care of people, or maybe it's because it was awesome to be able to brag about nerdiness. You think Bean Brain could have made my pimple potion? Or my cookies? Nuh-uh. As to my most embarrassing moment, well, there's a lot of those. There's that time with Toonie's makeup, or that thing with jelly beans in middle school, and then gym class in sophomore year. I'm gonna go with my first Slug Club meeting. Awkward is almost too kind. Professor Slughorn gets a group of the best and brightest together for these salon-like parties and dances. Usually 1 or 2 teachers may crash. Sometimes he invites famous people, so it's like a big networking event. And I was a freshman from a small town who didn't really know what a networking event was. Anyway, at the first meeting, he invited the president of Hogwarts, and then brought him over to introduce to me, at which point I might have tasted some of the questionable punch and proceeded to spray it into President Dumbledore's beard. Look, the punch was nasty. It was like putrid, and I wasn't expecting to see the president. When I turned around to get the punch, no one was there, except the trash can. The punch was really nasty. So yeah, not my finest moment. I honestly don't know why I didn't just swallow. Sev said it was hilarious though, and President Dumbledore was really nice about the whole thing. Said he liked the new look for his beard, might even consider tie-dyeing it permanently. But since that fiasco, I have gotten so much better at navigating Slug Club meetings. In fact, there's one coming up this Friday. I'm not sure if it's one of the more casual ones with dancing and alcohol hidden in solo cups, or if it's one of the more formal ones like the one I just mentioned. Either way, Sev and I are going together. Not together, mind you. We're just friends. But you need a friend walking into a Slug Club meeting, even if it's the casual ones. Especially if it's the casual ones.